Hey everyone. In my last video I talked about my Pentecostal church sending their prayers and handing out my picture to radical preachers and whatnot, and I did not agree with those negative energies being sent towards me. I'm sure it was all in good heart and everything, but I felt that those were negative energies, and I thought maybe you guys were going through the same thing or something around that. You were receiving negative energy that you did not want to deal with and you don't have time for. So, I don't know if I told you guys, but I made a witch's bottle for this church of mine. Or, not of mine, but my old church. I made a witch's bottle to reflect the energies that they were sending towards me and send it back to them. And I'm just going to tell you guys how to make a witch's bottle and what they're used for real quick. Witch's bottles, here's mine. Witch's bottles are made typically around Samhain, and they're typically used to keep out negative spirits and everything from entering your home. And yeah, I'm just going to show you guys what you need and how you would go about it. I'm not going to do the whole process because I don't really need to make one. But anyway, so what you'll need is are a few nails and needles, razor blades, anything sharp basically, and you would just take these nails and needles and you would bend them. I didn't bend this one, it just came out of the wall bent. And you would bend your needles, and what that's supposed to represent is reflecting the negative energies away from you. And you'll also need sea salt for purification. I guess you could use any kind of salt, just concentrate it. But I use sea salt because it's more pure. You'll also need a black candle. Ooh. And it calls for a red ribbon. It's supposed to represent protection. I didn't have a red ribbon at the time, so I used red candle wax, as you can see. I think you can see. Anyway, so what you would do was you would take a regular bottle. This is just a single serve wine bottle that I cleaned out and boiled and whatnot. And you would take the bent needles. I did this in a circle. I cast a circle and everything. I usually cast a circle in everything I do because it grounds me. It gets my mind off of everything except for craft. So I think that usually helps for me. Maybe not for you, but that's what I do. Anyway, so you would take the pins and needles, nails, razor blades, whatever you have, and you would place them in the jar. There's typically a chant that you do for this. I combined my witch's bottle with a protection ritual, and I just did the protection ritual, and then after that I made the witch's bottle. And so far I think it's working pretty well. Anyway, so you would put the needles and nails inside the jar. Then you would place your sea salt for purification. I dropped it. It fell behind my altar. Whatever. And then you would use whatever red you have. I used candle wax. You can use a ribbon. And you would place that in the bottle. Now, the old ways say that you should urinate in the bottle to make a magical link in between you and the bottle. I'm not so much into peeing into a bottle and possibly getting it on me. So I simply spit in the bottle. It still has a part of me in it, so I think it worked just as well. Some witches say that you should bury the bottle in the corner of your house, like outside. Don't go pulling up baseboards and whatnot, but bury it outside of your house in the corner. That's what they say because it says that when that energy is sent to you, it'll go straight to the bottle instead. And then other people say that you should bury it as far away as possible so that the energy never gets to you. But me personally, I'm going to, I hope they don't see this on YouTube. I'm going to take this bottle to the church whenever I take my letter to hand out to the church members, and I'm going to either bury it on their property, because I feel that if it's the closest to that person, it will never even leave that area. It'll just reflect right back to them. So it'll be like insta karma. So I'm going to either bury it in their church land, or I will put it in the roof of their church, whatever. But anyway, yeah. So that's how you make a witch's bottle. Pretty simple. You can use whatever type of, you can, change it however you need it, however you feel is necessary. Craft is all about how you feel about it. So just change it however you need it. Anyway, yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, I didn't show you guys my wand. For this particular witch's bottle, I felt that I needed a birch wood, and I made a wand out of it. My first wand that I ever made, yay. And birch wood is supposed to be good for bringing about new ideas, purification, I think. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. But anyway, this is my wand. She's pretty. She needs some work still, but overall, I like her. But that's about it. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Fridays blessings, guys. Bye.